Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben?
Yep.
What's up, Gloria?
Hello.
What's up, Daniel?
Please, Capaldi, don't go.
What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
All right, so I know I don't want Capaldi to go either, but what are you going to do?
This just did. Capaldi screams, "Fake out!"
Yeah, imagine that. Jody Whittaker's like, these fans are crazy. I'm not doing this. Can you imagine if something like that happened and then they would have to get somebody else at the last minute? They wouldn't pick another female. They would go right to a male probably if that would be the case.
Yep.
Definitely. All right. We wish her luck. I hope she does well.
Yes.
We're gonna watch her. We're gonna see.
Cracks, but we got our fingers crossed that she's gonna.
Okay, so we need to let everybody know of all the stuff that we do on Facebook, and Tumblr and Twitter related to the show. Now, I have some pages that people want a definitive way of reaching out to me. So I'm gonna need the help of Gloria and Vaughn here. So we're gonna have to come up with a game plan, or maybe I'll create a page or something. I know, don't create any more pages. I have like tons of pages. But I'm gonna have to make administrators or something, and we're gonna have to have some type of thing where we can get an easier way for people to join the show rather than my time-consuming way. So I want to develop a Real Whovians cast interactive or something. I like the title of that. Maybe on Facebook we'll create something to get people to, and it won't be a Facebook page. It won't be a Facebook page where I post the videos.
Right.
It will be a Facebook page where other people can post stuff as well.
Hey, a touch base.
Yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be Real Whovians Cast Interactive. That's what I want to do. And I'm probably gonna make Gloria and Vaughn administrators, and Sally, and maybe Chris and Scott, and everybody have a hand in there, and just welcome new members, or maybe I'll even create more than 5, because I am so busy during the week and I cannot interact with everybody. But it's great that my most trusted people, could do that and interact with them, And I know I'm not friends with everybody on Facebook, so maybe I should rectify that at the end of this cast.
Yes, you should.
Yes, I should. Damn it.
Ooh.
I've only been talking to Vaughn for like years.
Yep.
And no. And Ben too. Got to get him in there too. So we are going to create the Real Whovians Cast interactive experience on Facebook. That may replace the Real Whovians Cast page that I have already that I've kind of abandoned almost, which is not good either. So that's what I'm going to try to do, easy access. Now also, the page, I'm going to revamp the Everything Show page because I don't update that as well. I understand that I created a lazy picture of River piloting the TARDIS, and it's not really the Everything Show. It has Doctor Who in it. So I have to create something like I did with the Horrorcast. We'll have icons of different things. Yes, for the anniversary of the Everything Show, I am going to create a Facebook page tomorrow. Graphics. I already have a Facebook page, but I'm going to create a new graphics for Facebook that's going to signify the difference between the Everything Show and the Real Whovians Cast and the Real Whovians Cast Interactive. So on that page, you can interact with my members and me, and it will be an easier chance to get on the air, all right? Rather than this long screening process sometimes, with the exception of Black Nerd, where he was able to get on right away, or Dr. Lucas. So I'm trying, I really am. So I understand that Doctor Who is going to be off the air for 6 months, but we are not going anywhere. As you can see, we've done 20 casts probably in a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even if that slowed down a little bit, you would still not know the difference, because we'll go from 20 to 12 or something like that. Ooh, like 212. Anyway, but yeah, so you wouldn't know the difference. So we're going to try to do classic series. We're going to try to do some audios. We're going to do some merchandising. Oh, and Stephen is up. So, yes, Stephen Price, you can come in too. All that.
Merchandising.
May the Schwartz be with you, yes. Yeah. So, what? What'd I do? There was no lemonade tonight.
No.
No lemonade.
Coke.
Speaking of merchandising, we'll have to see if
I didn't drink even my soda before. And no Titans were harmed in this session that I started chucking the rest of the room.
We'll have to see.
And trivia question for anybody to count the F words in the 13th Doctor reveal. It would be interesting to know exactly how many times I said the F word. But anyway, what's up, Stephen
It's a
Price?
drinking game, okay, folks? Just
Hello.
remember, it's a drinking game.
How are you, sir?
The F word, you're supposed to drink.
Yeah, so we were doing a Real Whovians cast, Stephen, and we were talking about creating the Real Whovians cast interactive on Facebook, where it'll be easier access for members to interact with each other, as well as up-and-coming new people that are going to come in. And I'm also going to update the Everything Show page to fit the graphics to the format of the show. And I'm also going to do stuff with the other shows that we have as well, although have a page for each entire show, I don't know. We might have to put everything in one big, whatever. So that's what we're going to do, and Gloria and Vaughn and Mr. Sally and Chris and Scott, Ben, and everybody is going to help me out with these pages and these people coming in, and because you can't just put people on like that. We don't know them from Adam. We don't know if they're going to come on and troll, so we're going to have to do a little bit of a screen process, but we were going to try to make give everybody a chance to come on. And that's the main thing. We want it to be a fun and friendly environment, and everybody coming here, everybody's happy to talk about Doctor. Anywho, anybody want to say anything about that? Scott, what do you want to do with that? Screw it, I'm not doing that. That's Scott saying it. These girls are going to shit.
I have to look at it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, nobody has to do it. I'm not forcing it. People are like, oh, shit, you mentioned my name. I don't want to do that shit.
I want to remain anonymous.
Yeah, I want to be anonymous. Right. Right, Gloria?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I don't enjoy Facebook. I'm not on it as much. But it's a good idea, and it's good that they're going to have that place for people to go. So that's the place you can tell them when they want to contact you, go there, because that would be the place to do it, because that's the purpose of it, is to have a place for them to meet up with us, any of us if they want to join the show. And it's one place, you don't have to keep saying like they contact me or one of the members or go to this place or that place. It's just
one set place.
Yeah.
That'd be the best way to do it.
Very easy.
So
uncomplicated.
Yeah. But if people are not Facebookers, and they want to contact me the other ways, that's fine too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I meant like, since the others are going to be also working with it on it, like Vaughn and Jeanette and Russ, will be someone there. So that's good.
Yeah, you can handle the Google Plus aspect if you want.
Yeah, I'm more of a Google Plus or Twitter.
Google Hangout girl, whatever.
I'm actually been more active on Tumblr lately. So,
I'm on Tumblr too.
Yeah, I've been very active on it more recently.
I've been very lackadaisical with with Instagram. I know I got to get better with Instagram and how to get followers and stuff like that. These guys will help me out and educate me with these things. I remember when Steve was teaching me how to do the Google Hangout. That's what I first taught me. And it's so funny because at work, at my new job, they're like, okay, we're going to do this thing called the Zoom. I'm like, oh, the Zoom! I know the Zoom! People don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, only did like thousands of Zooms
For some reason,
Is that the TV show? The TV show?
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Hangouts anymore. I don't know
What?
why it doesn't have live Hangouts.
Oh, I don't know.
For some reason on my account, or I go on and it lets me do Hangouts, but not live Hangouts. I don't know why. My own.
It's something to do with your security program.
Oh, okay.
You're blocking it. Your security is blocking Zoom, so you got to enable it because it thinks it's a. That happened with me that time. I got this whole new security program. I was so happy. Then when I found out I couldn't do the Zoom, I'm like, screw this, and I dumped.
It thinks that it's malware, and it's thinking it's trying to trick. It's trying to trick it into trying to control the computer, basically. So it puts up a firewall to block it.
Yeah. Now, as far as us reviewing classic episodes, I think I want to start with Tom Baker, and then after we're done with Tom Baker, we could flip around.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to like John Pertwee. Maybe we can go to whatever. But when we do a doctor, I want to do the doctor from beginning to end. I don't want to like hop around to different doctors and confuse the thing. So I want to stay. I want to start with my doctor, which is Tom Baker, I think.
Works for me.
And then we'll go onward. Now again, this is not going to happen every week because everybody has jobs. I understand that, and then I know that even though people saw the episode, they want to review it before we do the cast, so it's fresh in their mind. I will give everybody ample time enough to review, Robot, because we're going to watch Robot, and we're going to review that. I'm not going to, I'll figure out tomorrow what date we're going to start to do that.
Okay.
But I know it's not, some people don't have Amazon or BritBox or whatever, and some people
I have
only
BritBox.
You can go to.
or you can watch Daily Motion. You can watch something.
Yeah, Daily Motion.
Yeah, Daymotion has a
Yeah.
couple. Well, I think it have all of them on there.
Yeah.
So,
I used to be subscribed to a Daily Motion page that had like every Classic Who episode, and I went to look for it recently. It was gone.
Yeah, so try to watch Robot, everybody. Even people who are not on the cast and want to do a Robot, Tom Baker's first. And we will try to do that in a week.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get it done by next Saturday. Hopefully next Saturday we'll do Robot. And you can watch. Yeah, you can watch too, Gloria. Whatever you want to do with us.
Yeah, it was the first one doing a review for a classic. I mean,
Oh,
I've been
good.
wanting to do one because even though I've seen episodes, I haven't did any review on your show yet for any of the classics yet. So I can't.
Yeah.
I want to get onto it.
And I may also bring back another show, special show, for certain occasions. And also, there's going to be stuff in the works that's going to be different from anything we've ever done in the Whovians cast ever, which I'm not going to even tell you what it is because I'm going to spring it on you guys when the time comes, and it's going to be something you guys are really going to enjoy. Subscribers and members alike. So stay tuned for that. And that was really the business aspect of, I guess, of our stuff. So anything we want to talk about while we get everybody together? Gloria, I haven't seen you in ages. Speak up, Gloria.
Put me on the spot.
I know.
I'm still getting, kind of adjusted to the idea of a female doctor. Of course, I don't think we're going to completely be ready for it until the actual moment. I don't even think we'll be ready then until after we see how she is. But I'm just, like I said on the episode that I was on after the initial reaction, I said I'm just going with the flow. I'm trying to let it just be what is be. We can't change it, so I'm not letting it bother me.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember that me and Ronnie, we did like a Doctor Who fashion episode.
Oh.
We were critiquing like Perry's shoes and this one's clothing, and it was like, what? What the funny thing is, but back then,
Clara's outfit.
I know, but back then I didn't realize it, and I didn't label what each cast was. So now, in order for me to find it, I have to like watch everything or something, or just skim through it to see what members. Because now I put everybody. If you notice, the only thing I really put in the description is everybody who appeared in here.
Yeah.
So at least you know, okay, because I think that's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody would say, oh, okay, cool, Vaughn's in this episode, or Scott's in this episode, Steve Price in this episode, whatever. But I don't get busy with like put links unless, of course, it's like a trailer or a reel or something.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have different things. Like I don't know if we'll ever do a fashion episode again. If we do,
Love that, Joe.
we'll probably have. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a fashion episode.
Have anyone seen the Wilderness Doctor Who's? They're not called Doctor Who's. They called like Shadow of what's the name?
What a fan made?
It was actual legit. Like they Nicholas Briggs and them. They tried to do the Sixth Doctor again. And he came out way better in this series when he was trying to get the rights back or something like that. It was something funky. But they did like three shows that had, it was called A Stranger. It's called
I remember that. Yeah. That wasn't Doctor Who though. Or they were trying to
they was trying, well, from what I gathered, it was Doctor Who, but they couldn't use the name.
Okay. But they had Nicola Bryant in it, right?
Yeah.
And they had Tom Baker. Yeah, I heard about that. We could always do something. I don't know. I mean, we could see. But I also want to do toy reviews, and maybe we'll do stuff on location. Maybe if I can go in someplace, maybe I could do some type of thing where we do a cast on location wherever I'm at.
You need to Joe. You need to go to the Angels Take Manhattan location.
Again?
And do like a video or do a podcast while there. Or whatever, and we can just talk about that episode like memories.
The only way we could do that is if you do the show, like an after show or something. Maybe it'll be an interactive. Maybe we'll do that, and I can just do it from my phone because I can't bring the laptop.
Yeah.
And I could pass through there on a weekend, but I can't. So we're gonna have to do it on your end, where you're gonna call me and we're there, and I'm gonna try to sneak into the building with the elevator. The last time I was with Sharon and the kids, and I almost tried to sneak in with the guy that was the Chinese guy delivering, and I'm like, yeah, I'm with him, I'm the translator. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna get in trouble because the security was unbelievable. I would probably get in trouble.
I love the story about when you talked about how you almost got to meet Matt Smith, but then they didn't.
You almost shake hands, and it was like, you ever see like the DC Rebirth where like Superman is like this, almost touching the other person's fingers or something? I was like this, and the guy just went right, and Matt's like sorry, mate, I was like all upset, man. Yeah.
Aww. Matt, I'm sure Matt really very terrible. Wanted to meet you too, but they had their rules.
Yeah, he always talked good about me.
All I know is I remember seeing Moffat coming out of this building, and I looked right at him. I don't know if he looked at me, but I like to assume that it was looking at me like, there he is, freaking Matrix Lord, like this. Like that's all I saw was like this.
What was he juggling a tomato?
I just saw like this face. Like almost like Roger Rabbit, the eyes went up like this. I went like this, like that. I don't even know if it was towards me or not, but it'd be like shit, shit. But it was like okay, and then Arthur Dahl was so cool. He's like taking pictures with everybody. It was great. He was doing his thing, and then the stuntman was dressed up in a wig of River Song because River's plane didn't land. And they had to have a guy dressed up like River Song in the car, driving the car, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
I love that.
Oh, Joe.
I know. Yes.
Alex.
I was in Cardiff last year.
Okay.
And I wanted some dinner, so I went in this restaurant. So I came out and I bumped into Russell T. Davis.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did he remember you?
Yeah.
Wow.
How's he doing?
Lucky.
I know.
Right?
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right, yeah.
He's got a couple of shows under his belt, I know, right?
Yeah.
So lucky, that guy.
I seen him a few years ago. I thought that's Russell T Davis without his glasses. Is he trying to disguise himself? You know, because he don't want anybody to bother him. I thought, oh, I gotta. This is the first time I met him, like.
Yeah.
And I thought, what can I say to him? What can I say to him? And I just previously bought his book. Right, I know what to say now. So I went up to him and I said, Russell, enjoyed you reading your book. Oh, lovely, thanks. Can I have a photo? Yeah, no problem. So I handed my camera to this passerby, a stranger, and he took the photograph.
Very nice. This was recently, right?
No, this is going back about...
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just when they were wrapping up the end of time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool, man. It's cool. You get pictures with everybody. So damn lucky.
He's like
No,
very,
not Matt Smith.
lucky.
Not Matt Smith, I know, that's right.
No.
We had this bad luck with Matt Smith, man. I almost shaked his damn hand.
Yeah.
I got...
That,
Man.
I hope to get.
And another story I want to tell you.
Yeah.
I met David Tennant outside his caravan. I had a picture taken with him. Went back the next day to have the photograph signed. He said, "Oh, you back again?" I see. Yeah, I'll just sign this, innit? So I was taking my ex-girlfriend's daughter down the beach, like, see, because there's a beach where his caravan is. And she said, somebody waving to you in the car there. She said, it was David Tennant waving at me.
How cool is that? Wow. That is awesome stuff. And you got me the video with Katie Manning. That was great.
that was really
I love that video, man. I love that video. I love her. She's awesome.
just knowing that she said the name of the podcast that I'm on makes me so freaking excited.
I know. That is awesome.
This is so cool.
So,
But
I
Joe,
wanna-
almost meeting Matt in and of itself is cool.
yeah.
You-
Well, look at, you know what I did? When I started going out with Sharon, we started going to plays, like Broadway plays and musicals and stuff. And after she took me to see Spider-Man play, that was my first play, by the way, that I got.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's notoriously.
Yeah. I wanted to see Once, which Arthur Darvill was the main star in Once. And I spent a fortune to see that. And of course, you get to see the actors after the play is over. Everybody came out with Arthur Darvill because somebody had to visit him that day. Few people. And I'm like, and I just got to take pictures and video of everybody but him. And I spent a lot. But, you know, it happens, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'll get him eventually. I get to take a picture with him hopefully eventually.
That is my major theater, so nice.
And I was hoping even Matt Smith would do, what did he do that he was doing Broadway plays? He was doing plays over there. He did American Psycho.
Yeah.
I was hoping he was going to come here and do it because I would have been ecstatic about it.
Yeah, that would have been your chance. Again, another chance. Yeah.
I mean, I like Carly Rae Jepsen, and I went to see her in Cinderella, you know, with Fran Drescher and stuff. And that was great. But yeah, I would love to see them, you know, it'd be great. We'll see. One day. One day!
The universe will come together and y'all will meet and y'all will shake hands.
That's
Yes.
Right. One
Exact
day,
moment.
Matrix Lord will have his own TV show and big and everything. And laughing. Yeah. All my buddies with me. What's that?
My dream come true that I had that time where we got to all go to a convention together.
Oh my
Forget it.
goodness.
Listen,
That
if
would be.
I ever became rich, I'd be picking you guys in the corporate jet. We go to like Vegas. Be like, Whovians cast Las Vegas. And be like, oh my God. Like, it would be fun times, man. We'd have some good times.
Man.
I even talked about that back in the day. I'd be like, oh, if we could always get something like a get together once a year and have like a nice dinner or a nice couple days, weekend or something, and go someplace nice and stuff like that. But I'd rather it be where I could pay for everything. If I could get to be famous, then I would like to do it that way, rather than everybody. So that would be cool. But
You
one
never
day,
know, the lotto
What?
is going up and up.
that, or you can buy my books. This is perfect witness. Book 12. All right, no. There's a plug. All right. Anyway, so we're still going to watch Doctor Who. We got to the Christmas special. We're also going to be reviewing. We got new action figures coming out, new Titans coming out.
Yeah.
There's new comics. There are also books that I have purchased that I'm going to be reviewing, and we're going to get the authors on here, hopefully. Hopefully.
Damn.
Like one of our favorites,
I know, right?
Dorian Moldavar. I got his book. So we got the Dalek on the cover. This is one of 3. Simon Fisher Becker. There you go. All right. There you go. I can't wait to read it. I still have to read it. I know. We're working on my own book lately too, so I gotta read that. But I highly, the second book is Let Zygons Be Zygons.
Zygons be kind.
Yeah. So that I want to read. That's true. That's the name. This one's called My Dalek Has a Puncture. Right? And then the next one's Let Zygons Be Zygons. And then the third one.
Are these
Buy his book.
Really?
Dorian Moldavar. I wish he came back.
I love the fun.
Yeah, that would be. Because it would be
Fisher
great
Becker.
with Jodie though. See how you'd react.
How great would that be with him? With her, right?
Yeah,
That would be cool.
you could put the head back on Dartle.
Yeah, I don't think he's. You know what? I'm thinking. I don't think they would do that. Maybe he can't.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
You just whatever.
Ooh, here's an interesting idea. Somebody steals his head, and it's a mystery. But it turns out that he's actually behind the theft of his head.
Yeah. He's so rich. Why couldn't he get his clone body?
Find out the doctor's name.
Yeah.
Speaking of the comics,
Yeah.
there's an 8-part miniseries called The Lost Dimension, and issue 7 is about the unforgettable journey of Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, revealed, and issue 8's titled Omega.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I remember they were doing something. I couldn't remember if it was Big Finish or comic book wise.
Yeah, the 7th issue has a picture of Jenny, the 4th Doctor, and I think River's song on it.
We even got Jenny's
wow.
audio coming out.
Yeah, that's what
Doctor's daughter's audio.
That's what I thought I heard.
Which I heard she got in trouble for mentioning it early.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Oops. Because the Nerdist just reported it yesterday.
Yeah.
But we knew about that for a while.
Yeah. Thanks.
But yeah.
Thanks, Georgia.
Yeah. We love you, Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, we love you. Love you. Love
We love you, Georgia.
I don't care who gave you a scolding. The hell with that.
you.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Let
Damn
us
it.
find it. Yeah.
Her daddy. or
Pop-up girls. All right. So.
Power of the Daleks.
That's right. So anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing tour reviews. We're going to be doing movie reviews. Maybe we're going to go. Now that Gloria said it, I'm probably going back to Tudor City Plaza next week, maybe. Or there's always tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow, but we'll see. I do love that place. That was one excuse to go back there because I had a great time.
I lost my wallet there. I gotta go back there.
No.
Just be careful you don't see your old.
Not for nothing, but there was also supposed to be the shooting was there. I've also met some friends there that I'm friends with on Facebook now that I'm trying to get on the show, which hopefully I can get them in here. But there was supposed to be something that was filmed after midnight with the Weeping Angels. They were supposed to film this big scene in Grand Central Station.
Wow.
And then I don't know if they ever filmed it or they held it back or whatever, but when I was there in Tudor City Plaza, I remember there was stuff filmed that was not in the episode. In fact, there was different characters that weren't in the episode, some type of musical bands that I guess the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, and, you know, Amy were talking to. So I don't know if it was like a jazz band or whatever it was, but they were there, and they were, you know, there's a whole bunch of them, and it was just, they were coming out of this building. There was different things going on. So I'm like, where is that? I don't know. Maybe they could do a thing if he ever filmed it. We had this in mind to use it as a thing later on and say that he found them or something. I don't know. But if Moffat could think of that, maybe he did something.
Yeah.
Surprise us. We also heard about the stuff that was filmed with Matt Smith, with the Weeping Angel from the Time of the Doctor. So.
Well, I got loads of pictures I took when Matt Smith was filming the 11th Hour.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
I actually got a video of him, and I'll have to show him one night.
Okay. Now, Stephen, you still do your photography, right, too, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a great photographer. You got some nice pictures from Kill the Moon. Remember that?
God.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Like, mind-blowing.
Yeah, one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot of pictures with John Louis Coleman. It was really cool. Did you ever meet Mark Gatiss?
No.
Not yet, no. Okay. Do you think that they're going to let Capaldi in the Dracula show?
Man, I heard something. I was reading something, and take this with a grain of salt, because this did come from the Daily Mail, I think. They did an article and saying that he was trying to convince Moffat to do On the Bus. And that's a comedy series, apparently.
No, they won't bring that back.
Well, supposedly, I heard that too about Capaldi wanted On the Bus. I'd never seen it. I heard that somebody, I think Kevin Smith was talking to Capaldi too. You know, I don't really know what that was said between the two.
I think they should put him in there as either Van Helsing or Dracula, but he's a big Hammer horror fan, so he probably would want to do darker. Yeah, he probably want to be Dracula.
Oh, darker than Van Helsing? What, like a vampire himself?
Mm-hmm.
Or like him being Dracula himself?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because he's a big Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee?
Yeah, he's a big fan of his. So, I would see him trying to go for Dracula than Van Helsing, to be honest.
Yeah. But we don't even know if they're going to make a young Dracula, right? What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Supposedly they're doing yeah. So I don't know. But I'm sure he could play a role. I mean, I think David Warner was in Penny Dreadful, but then they killed him off. I was pissed. Yeah. Who is cutting the grass at like 2:30 in the morning? Really? Really? 2:30 in the morning.
Adventures in neighborhood.
How is going on here?
He wants to cut the grass.
Like really? Yeah. Never get it easily.
With your neighbor mowing.
You know, I hate that. When we got David back, David Aston, I think the longest times these people were cutting the grass. And I'm like, son of a, because the music, they was so loud. I'm like, come on! I was like, oh. Happens, man. It happens.
Man, that'd be the funniest thing. Somebody decides at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, I just want to cut the
start
grass.
throwing shoes and stuff. Yeah. Hopefully they get smart and they decide not to do it. Daniel, you're awfully quiet over there, bro. Aren't you excited about
What?
Jodie Whittaker?
Yeah, she's hot.
She's hot.
That's
We have enough thumbs. We have
beside the point, but
what, Stephen?
The only thing that I'm worried about, one thing I'm worried about the new series. Is she gonna change her dress every episode?
No.
you'll have
No.
Oh.
No.
You know, if he's trying to keep it old school, she's gonna have on the same old clothes each episode.
You realize that? I mean, you know, Stephen Price. They don't have the budget for that. They don't.
they may do kind of like they did with Capaldi, have like a couple of different suits that are generally the same kind of style, but just in
I do.
No, the collar's on the opposite end.
Like
I
that
was
bubble
I
saying-
mean, look, they probably. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll give her a few outfits.
I say this: Capaldi's fashion game was strong.
yes.
I mean, his game was strong with the fashion on it.
You
Like,
wore different stuff.
Yeah.
You make
Man,
a lot of action figures from those things.
Yeah.
I was like,
velvet
man,
jacket
this
and
is how-
wore.
Whenever I went into Think Geek, or when they used to have figures inside Barnes and Noble, I found a few of him in different outfits.
It was sad, but the Ninth Doctor had that one thing, and then they every time had the blue suit, the brown suit, different suit, this suit, that, and then even Matt Smith started having different things
Yeah,
too.
he had the bow tie one, the tweed jacket, and then he had the suit that he wore with Clara.
Snowman.
Tailcoat thing.
I got the same. I think I got the same. Let me
The
see.
top hat.
I got that same figure over there.
Yeah.
you know what I really want from them, and I bet they're not even gonna do this, is a video game, like a legit Doctor Who
Oh,
video
yeah.
game.
Oh yeah.
So I always can picture that they have like you have the ability to change into any doctor, and plus like I always picture them having this level, like achievement level, where you can unlock every companion. It's called the Hall of Companions.
Yeah.
And each board, if you find each companion, you lock it, and then at the end, there's a special companion that has the ability to do multiple things.
Yeah.
And you have to unlock each companion to get her unlocked.
And whichever, and what would be neat is, I don't know if you should get like 3 lives or 4 lives or whatever. But
No, the Doctor should have 12 lives, and then you
Yeah, no, I'm
generate
talking,
each
about, I'm
Doctor.
talking about in the video game. So every time when that particular doctor gets knocked off, a different doctor comes in to take his place, and you continue on as that doctor.
Yeah.
Or they could do like they do with a lot of these video games, where each doctor has their own special little ability,
Yeah.
and you've got to use
Yeah,
them.
that's what Doctor Who Legacy does.
Yeah.
Or like Lego Dimensions did that. Like all of them have like different variations of finishing a keto. Like some fights with the
I did like the Eternity Clock thing. That was fun. Although those the things you had to get through, the locks and different things, those were frustrating sometimes. But it was fun. But I mean, that gave you the hunger for a bigger game, like like you're saying, all these ideas of the Doctor, the different lives, for the each life is a different Doctor and everything.
Yeah.
The companions, unlocking the companions, that'd be amazing. I want that.
I mean, it would be like such a payoff that you unlock every companion and you get this one mega companion that can stop time and stuff just for your award, like a big cheat.
I posted a pic of what Doctor Who Legacy is in the chat. It's a Facebook/mobile game.
Yes, with the it's like Bejeweled, right?
Yeah, it's like Candy Crush, but you can choose your doctor and 5 companions.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, I played that.
Yes, sir.
I played it.
Capaldi had Sonic shades.
Yeah.
I hope she hasn't got a Sonic bra.
Oh, God, no.
I've mentioned that umpteen dozen times.
It's like something out of Austin Powers or something. That's like.
I know the people that do Doctor Legacy said they're working on another Doctor Who game.
Oh, cool.
Well, they stopped doing the episodes. Like, there's none for season 10. No board levels
They
for
said there
season
wasn't
10
a lot
at
of
all.
stuff they could put in.
Oh,
My main beef is they still don't have a lot of classic companions in that game, but they have like 5 versions of River, 5 versions of
Yeah.
God. All right, guys, it's getting super late, and I have to go to bed. I know you guys have to go to bed too, so I appreciate you staying with me this late.
I've been on all 7 today.
What happened, Ben?
I've been on all the podcasts today. It's a new record.
Nice.
Yes.
How many did you do today with me?
I think 6.5, maybe.
We did 6.5. 6.5. Is it? How do you count the half? You count the half. If you're in, you're in.
I wasn't in for the whole cast.
Doesn't matter. You're in. You're in. So 7.
Okay, 7.
We did 7 podcasts today. Wow.
I think so.
I didn't even see my girlfriend today. Hi. Sleep.
Oh, you need to go to bed.
Tomorrow we need to hang out, because I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no single Whovian. So there you go. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.